Alright guys, welcome to this weekly analysis. So I hope that you're well, that October was going well for you. So we're approaching to the end of the year slowly, okay? So it doesn't change actually anything, okay? Just at the end of the year, it's good to recap what was going on. Better said, to take a look at the big picture of your trading, but we're not there yet, so we still have two full trading months in the 2019. So I'm really excited to get into the last uh, phase of the year. So let's just get started, guys. Okay, so if you're first time here watching this weekly analysis, very welcome. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel because I record the videos each week. These weekly analyses are recorded each week. Also, we have two Forex trading courses connected to swing trading, of course. One is called 3 Combo Strategy. It's basically 86 step-by-step videos how you can become a master of price action swing trading. Okay, and the second one is the Wealthy Trader program. It's basically really inner transformation, not just in terms of trading, an actual step-by-step strategy, but also in terms of psychology and mindset, how you can actually change and shift your way of thinking, way of life, to really become a wealthy and a prosperous trader. Okay, so by this weekly analysis, I really try to give you a little bit more, not signals, to be honest with you, but a way that you can observe a trader, a professional trader, who and his thought process. Okay, so beware, guys, that I'm not a full-time trader. Okay, I was, but I was really not. Still, I was making up very consistent results, but it was too exhausting. Okay, so currently I'm a part-time trader. Okay, and I'm continuing to aim for that. Okay, so I mostly trade weekly time frame, if I'm honest, and these really give me like a satisfaction to check charts only once or sometimes maybe twice, but rarely. Okay, so I'm also preparing the course on the weekly time frame, because it's really a huge relief. Okay, so I just want to let you know, guys, that there is no need to be a full-time trader to be profitable. Okay, this is something which most traders, or people, not traders, people think that only if you're a full-time trader that your living is based on trading, that then you are a professional. This is not the case at all. Okay, so let me tell you the truth. If you're a full-time trader, you are experiencing a losing month, okay, or even a losing months. Okay, this can be the case. So the question is whether you can have a family, like 2-3 kids, a house, the other stuff, the lots of financial obligations, and rely purely on trading. Of course, if you have like millions of accounts, I mean of dollars, and like thousands, if not millions, of savings, then this is all right. Okay, but as long as you're trading like below like 200, 300, 400,000, below that, it is it can be very stressful. Okay, it can be very stressful. So once I've broken that way of thinking, then I finally allowed myself to be a part-time. Okay, because to be honest with you, I did not enjoy the actual trading after a while. Okay, at first it was exciting, but after a while you see you're doing over and over again. It's like in a factory. Okay, trading becomes like a factory job or work. Okay, the only difference, yes, is it can be more paying. I mean, more, there's much more profit, but there's also much more loss. Okay, so the consistency is not guaranteed. Okay, the profitability is guaranteed, yes, if you're doing the right things, but consistency, the sequence of the trades. Okay, you cannot know whether the next 2, 3, 4 trades will be winner or loser. They can be both. They can be just winners. They can be just losers. Okay, so if the certainty and the constant way of, I mean, the constant income, the regular, I mean, the constant flow of money is important to you. If you're looking for the extra cash to provide for your family, for your job, or I mean for your business, then trading is a stressful environment. Okay, so for that reason, I've moved to a higher time frame. Okay, because I don't want to spend too much of my time if there can be a week or even a month where I will not make or even lose some money. Okay, so this was a realization which took me many years. Okay, and I'm explaining to you in one video like it is very simple. So I understand it's not very simple to do that, but once you understand that, you'll see that you'll do everything as possible to minimize the screen time in front of the charts, or even doing anything connected to trading. Okay, but firstly you need to master it. So as a former scalper, I'm really grateful, and all this scalping dozens of hours helped me to make the strategies and the swing trading system so simple and so robust, like step by step. Okay, this is really my foundation for that, and I encourage all traders who are just starting out to scalp for a certain period of time, like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, not necessarily scalping but day trading, making high frequency trading on a demo account, of course, or on a very small live trading account. Okay, but make sure that you test the strategy firstly. Okay, why? To learn how price action is behaving. Okay, because when you know how to trade on a 1-5 minute time frame and you execute a lot of trades, or 15-minute time frame, then you'll know how to trade on a weekly time frame. Okay, so but then when you'll master, of course most of you will not listen to this advice because you'll get tempted to go into bigger accounts. Of course, I mean, if you think that this is the way, great, then do it. Okay, I was one of them as well, but slowly you might, or you will probably move to a higher time frame. Okay, this might not, I mean, this is not necessarily 100% for you, but this was the case for me and for many of my students. Okay, so for that reason, because I'm getting more and more interest connected to weekly time frame trading, I'm seriously considering making a weekly a trading course which will teach you how to be profitable trading weekly time frame. Okay, it will be a very simple, very clear course for everybody who valued their time. Okay, who would like to do some other things, probably more connected to the people, like more socializing, or anything like that, any true passion of yours, any hobby which you would like to turn into passion. And by trading weekly time frame, this will really help you. Okay, because the money from the trading after some time will help you grow your desire, your wish, your life mission much faster, and also to provide to your family. Okay, so this is the bundle of values which we have here at First Swing Traders. Okay, so it's not necessarily the profit which we're starving for. Okay, but it's actually the efficiency. Okay, so how much time I'm going to use compared to the profit I'm going to have. Okay, so there are multiple ways and methods how to deal with that, and through the experiences from the past, that really allowed me to make such a trading strategy. Okay, so all the strategies in the 3 combo, in the wealthy trader program, and in the weekly course, which is coming, probably it will be launched before the new year. They're all based on time efficiency. Okay, so that you spend as little time as possible. Okay, so that's it, guys. Let's start on a euro dollar right now. So on a euro dollar, we've got after a very strong bullish candle breaking this trend line, we've got a bearish wick. So probably this is a 1 to 3 on a daily indeed. So what we're looking for, 3 combo traders, we're basically look at that trend line broken with impulse. Like I'm simply looking for this area whether price will bounce or break. Okay, so according to that, here's some structure. This might be a good turning point to the upside. 3 combo traders try to, if you'll get some bounce, you might try to enter on a 4-hourly and 1-hourly long. Okay, but otherwise, if the price will fall down, just consider that as a continuation of the downtrend. Okay, but still this weekly is very powerful. Okay, USD yen, we've got a small bullish candle on a weekly, nothing much here. I mean, nothing special, just a small candle inside of the price. Look at that, just flat for the 2 weeks, so nothing much. Let's move on. Euro yen, we've got a bearish week. Previous week was a very bullish one, so there's a tendency, I mean, there's a chance for price to move up. Okay, this is my scenario, I mean my prediction. Otherwise, we're getting some rejections. Look at that, 200 was almost here respected, and here as well. So probably this was an EMA. No. Okay, yes, so it was 177 or even a little bit lower. Okay, like 175. Okay. Okay, look at that respect. Boom, boom, and here as well. So this is one of the techniques which we cover in the 3 combo course, is that the EMAs which were respected previously are most likely to be respected in the future, and this is the case in this scenario. Okay, so it's not always which, a lot of people ask me, so which EMA do you use? Okay, and I say to them, look, I use 200 a lot, I use 36 and 20 a lot, but sometimes they're not respected. So if sometimes I see the pattern, and by the eye I know that there's an EMA like right here. Okay, then I simply go and just try something else like that, and boom, and there it is. Okay, so I do not limit myself to the EMA periods. Okay, so on a euro yen, what I'm looking for is also the retracement back to this previous swing low. The resistance becomes support and potential to the movement bounce of this area. On the other side, here's a nice trend line. So when the price will reach this trend line, there's a huge tendency for price to bounce a little bit. This is interesting area for scalpers. Okay, but be aware on the weekly time frame. Here was a respect of the 36, and here is also the rejection of the 36. On a euro yen. Okay, so be aware of that. Okay, Aussie dollar. We were talking about a lot about buying Aussie dollar in the recent weeks, and it still looks very bullish. the current week, I mean the current week, this is the Sunday, so the current week is still it looks a little bit more bearish, but this is not a big concern, so I'm still long on an Aussie dollar. Okay, we've got a nice double bottom here and nice pin bar, if you want to say it like that, okay, so that's it. Okay, let's look at the daily. So here's the trend line. Here's the trend line in the 200. So be aware of that area for shorting. Okay. Okay, so I'm not talking about the numbers. Okay, I know some of you like the numbers. Where's the area to short? but you have to draw it on your own charts. Okay, these numbers, I've never used the numbers, to be honest with you. If sometimes I meet with any kind of a trading friend and he said, oh, the Aussie dollar is very potential, I mean, it has a huge potential to be sold on a 0.69370, and I don't even know where the Aussie dollar is currently. I'm really not into that kind of things. Okay, what I'm looking for is a purely price action technical trading. Okay, so it's like a core mechanic of it. Okay, the location itself is not important, whether it is up or down, or it doesn't matter what's the rate between like Aussie and the USD, so the exchange value. So it's not important that for me. Okay, and the reason for that is because I can say that I really master how to make the trading simple and simplified. So I was constantly thinking, so how can I make this more simple? What can I eliminate to reduce the noise that, not just in trading but in the thought process? Okay, so this is the beauty of joining to the courses which we offer, to get really this simple strategy with one setup only. Okay, which you master, trade over and over again and master it once after a while. Okay, so Aussie dollar, still looking for long, but being aware of this resistance. Okay, use the Swiss, very messy on a weekly. Look at that. What's that? I'm really not sure. On a daily, we've got a nice breakout of, we've got a double break. Okay, so it's a good, like we've got a breakout. Now we're looking for whether we'll get some rejection. It looks like we will not get it, but still we're just waiting. Okay, we're not overreacting to the price action. We firstly wait, observe, wait for the confirmation, then enter, and this gives us really the power. So I'm interested into seeing and getting sort of a rejection candle in this area. Okay, and then look for short. So for the 3 combo traders, let's take a look on a little bit lower time frames. This could be a 1 hourly break of the trend line. How exactly to enter? What's the exact setup inside of the course? Okay, Aussie New Zealand, some bullishness on a weekly, like rejection candles, but on a daily it's pretty flat. So we're in a wedge or triangle, however you want to call it, guys. After sometimes you'll see me not getting an accurate names for some things, and the reason for that is because at first I was really like, okay, this is pin bar, this is engulfing, this is like 3 cow bar, etc. But once I've started reading price action as a psychology of, or the behavior and the thought process of all the participants of the whole world, okay, in one candle, okay, do you realize that this candle represents the whole world activity from all the traders, all the banks, all institutions? Okay, so they do not care whether this is engulfing or pin bar or whatever it is. Okay, so for that reason I stopped exploring and thinking about, like, okay, this is pin bar, this is that. Okay, because I simply observed through the candle how the traders were thinking behind this candle, and that's it. This is all you need. Okay, you're simply looking whether bulls are in control of the market or bears are in control of the market. Okay, and that's it. And then you simply wait for the good areas which enhance your or increase your win ratio. Okay, it's very, very simple. Okay, if you think that trading is complicated and hard, it will be hard and complicated. But if you say, okay, trading is simple, okay, it's not always easy, okay, to handle, but it's simple. Okay, I just do one thing. Okay, just one thing. Okay, but of course, to say that with full confidence and leave it, you have to have a certain enough experiences to do it. But to start with that, okay, try to look not okay, this is pin bar, okay, this is that, this is. Do not identify candles by its name. They are not the names. They're more than a name. This is not a pin bar. This is basically the whole world who were trading Aussie New Zealand on that day. Bulls were in control, but by the end of the day, sellers pushed the price down. So sellers that they ended the day in a control, mostly in control. Still, it's a bullish candle, but mostly the sellers pushed the price because of the wick of the rejection. So for the next day, sellers are getting out of the bet for the Aussie New Zealand more confident. It's very, very clear once you see through that. Okay. So in the 3 combo course and the Wealthy Trader program and in the weekly course, we try to look at things in a certain way. Okay. So Aussie. Okay. So let's move on. CAD Yen, continuing to the upside. We were talking about this trend line break. We've got a nice candle to the upside. Still very like exhaustion. Look at that, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, flat. So it's like a sideways trend. It's not a clear trend, healthy trend, but it's a reversal trend. It's something different. Okay. So you have to be. This is more of an advanced way of looking. Anyway, I'll not bother you with that. It's not even. I mean, it's very important, but it's topic for the course and for anything like that. Okay. I don't want to go too deep into it. I know you'd like to hear as much as possible. Okay. But some things should be reserved for the course. Okay. Because okay. Anyway, Canadian. To be honest with you, what to do right now? We're on this resistance, but still price is moving up. I don't know. Okay, to be honest with you, I do not know. There's a bullish tendency, bullish bias, bullish movement, looking bullish, breaking up, breaking this trend line, looking up, but because of the strong resistances, okay, here and here, I do not know whether, I mean, sooner or later price will return, but if I would have to say this is the area I would look for long in this area only. Okay. Okay, New Zealand CAD. Okay. Oh, interestingly, so we've got a very bearish candle on a pretty strong support. So I'll be really surprised whether price will break to the downside. I'll be really surprised. Probably we might get some spikes and then rejection, but I'll be really surprised if price simply falls down. Okay. So for the weekly traders, the entry would be above this candle. Okay. So the entry was not triggered. So luckily, okay, we were lucky in this case. Okay. But right now, yeah, it looks very bearish, very, very bearish, okay, compared to the previous candles, okay. Okay, Pound New Zealand. So we simply wait for the New Zealand. Well, Pound New Zealand. We are hitting this resistance in the last week, and in the current we've got a pulse. Okay, strong blast into the resistance. Here the resistance, okay. Now, this will this will be a lower time frame short, most likely. Okay, but still price doesn't look like shorting it. Okay, so there's still a lot of bullish momentum. So this is the resistance. Okay, here the resistance. Okay, sometimes I do not draw it because it's so obvious, but I know I shoot guys for you. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so definitely area to look for shorting. Okay, so But in this case, for me, at least for our way of trading, it doesn't look like shorting at all. Okay, it's pure. It's not so clear price action on the lower time frames. New Zealand CAD, Swiss, excuse me. Pretty flat price action. Look at that, just up and down, up and down. So we're really not into that, waiting for the breakout to the either up or down side. New Zealand yen, rejection candle on a weekly. Very clear price action. Look at these swings, like very clean, but no real direction for my taste on a daily and a weekly. But on the lower, let's take a look. Still, I mean, it's good, yeah, but I would personally wait for price action to retest this trend line, and then maybe some shorting. Here's the structure as well. So this is a pretty powerful area. But I would not consider that as a touch of this area. Okay, I like to see it tested a lot. So waiting. New Zealand dollar looks also bullish, like Aussie dollar. They're very highly correlated. We've got our current weekly bearish wick, rejecting this resistance on a daily time frame. Okay, being aware of this resistance, and 36 is here, but we have room to the upside. But overall, I think we might get some more bullishness. Okay, still this movement is very strong. It's dominating this. Okay, so bulls are having a hard time pushing it, and you can see that by small candles. Okay, they're having a hard time breaking to above. Okay, so waiting for that. Aussie Swiss, just a small candles on a weekly. Yeah, nothing much. Aussie cat. Yeah, looks like a break into the downside. It's actually the first candle close lower than this area. Look at that. So, I mean, you don't have to be an expert or anything to see that. And I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not true. Some people just simply don't see that. Okay? You have to train your eye. You have to train your muscles. Trading muscles. Okay, you can call it like that. They're basically trading muscles. But once you have a clear strategy and you know what you're doing, these muscles can get trained. But if you change over and over again the strategy, the system, the way of trading, the thought process, the routine, etc., the muscles are confused. They're not trained in a very consistent way. So this is why it is important. Do not change your strategy too frequently. Do changes, do minor changes in your strategy, and do it like slowly, gradually. Know why you're doing the changes. Ask yourself whether you're doing it emotionally. Okay, is there really a need for a change, or is it just a losing streak? It's very, very important that you understand that. So okay, still look, price is simply retesting these lows. Okay, so on a daily it looks like a very normal chart, nothing special, but on a weekly time frame it looks like a close below dominating candle. Okay, so this is why you have to double check. You're basically double checking when you're going on a lower time frame. You see a one candle, ooh, very powerful candle. Let's take a look on a daily. Does it confirm? Does it align? Does the price action on a daily align with the daily? If yes, very good, powerful setup. If not, think about it. Okay. So we talk about a lot in the courses about it. It's a broad topic. Okay. Aussie yen. Just a small candle on the resistance. For a lower time frame traders, there's a resistance on the daily. This could be a good potential for the shorts. Look at that, we've got a broken trend line and there's some shorts getting into it. So scalpers, this could be an opportunity to go long short for the next like 70, 80 pips to the downside. Guys, if you're interested about my old scalping strategy, okay, you have to let me know. Okay, it's a little bit more dangerous way of trading, but it's highly accurate. It's a very like, you're like a sniper with it. Okay, it's like you scalp for the 5-10 pips, but it goes from the daily down to the 1 minute time frame, and you just snipe that trade. Okay, so if you're into that, okay, you have to let me know. Okay, you really have to let me know whether you're into that. I mean, I know that not all of you are into like weekly and daily, that you want some more, or especially if you're starting out. Okay, if you need more experience and getting more exposed to the trades, my old scalping strategy might help you, because you make like, I was making like 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6 trades a day in a range of like 4, 5, 6 hours. So it's like pretty intense. I mean intense. You get a trades, okay? You get a trades, okay? And I was trading only euro dollar back in the time, okay? But if you trade like 2 or 3 pairs, you can get a lot, okay? You can get a lot, okay? Sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's a good way of trading. Okay, so for the wealthy trader program traders, the wealthy trader program strategy, or I mean the daily scalper strategy, which is inside of the wealthy trader program, is a modified version of my old scalping strategy. Okay, it's a strategy. The daily scalper strategy is modified scalping strategy into the swing trading strategy. So how you can scalp by using daily time frame. It's a very profound way of trading. But if you're interested into 1 minute time frame trading, you have to let me know, okay? To give you the directions, okay? I'll not record a course, or I might record like a 1 hour or 2 hours video, just going through the setups, just explaining you the rules, and that's it. But I would encourage you that you are firstly a member of a 3 combo in the Wealthy Trader program, because you'll get a strong foundations. They're really the core, okay? Anyway, Cat Swiss. Oh, here's the resistance, and price is approaching the resistance. I mean, nothing special, but looks, price action is pretty strong. So I think there will be some higher price action movement and then rejection, but we'll see. It's hard to say what will happen. It's not even important what is going to happen. What's important, here's another thing, guys. Listen carefully. Most traders in analysis, analytics, so the people who are analyzing the charts, they're very often, and I catch myself as well into that, are very concerned what will happen. Okay, so what will be the next movement? Okay, so it will be a retracement, or it will move on. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What traders should do is they should analyze the current situation. It's a very, very important. You should write that down. The traders should analyze based on the current situation. So what is the current situation telling me? Okay, great, we're on the resistance, great. What's the price action on this resistance? Very bullish. So what should I do? I should wait. If I want to trade short on this resistance, I firstly should wait for the bearish price action. That's it. It doesn't matter whether price will move up here or down there, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to prove that price action will follow my words. This is not the role of a trader. The role of a trader is to identify what's the current condition of the market and to act according to it. A very, very important. Okay, not many traders are aware of that. Next, Swiss yen. We've got a strong breakout candle breaking this trend line. We've got a rejection candle immediately. Let's take a look what's going on. Okay, so it's an impulse like, and of course the retracement was expected. The reason for that is because of a, like, look at that, like 12 days just straight bullish movement. Of course there's a tendency for the sellers to rebalance that. Okay, the whole world cannot, I mean, it's hard to afford like just explosive movement like in a too short period of time. Okay, so the sellers are balancing this explosive movement, and to where they will balance it. Okay, what's the level? Okay, so the first area which pops into my mind is this area. Here's some swings, but it's a very weak area. So I can also, the 36 was not respected, so I would not, it's not like it's not a strong relevant point. Okay, so what I'm looking for is a broader picture. On a daily time frame, we can see a daily trend line which is broken resistance trend line, broken axis support. So this is a good area and to look for long, or at least to observe what price will do. Even if you're not trading live or even demo, just observe. Okay, it's very unlikely that price will just blow through that trend line. Observe. If you'll get at least some rejection, great. Okay, that means you're looking at the right places. Okay, so if you want to buy an ice cream, listen carefully. If you want to buy an ice cream, you have to look at an area of your city and the right store, okay, the ice cream store, however you want to call it, to buy an ice cream. It's hard to buy an ice cream in a shoe store. So basically, traders have to find these locations where it's much likely, it's much easier to execute the trades. Okay, very, very important. Locations of your trades is very, very important. Next, Euro Aussie, just a flat on a weekly time frame. Euro Swiss, flat for the last 2 weeks. Let's take a look on the daily, but still very good. Very nice downtrend, flat now uptrend. The bulls are having troubles going into the upside. How do I know that? Okay, simply look at the price action. Look at that, just flat. Okay, if bulls would have easy decisions buying it, and sellers wouldn't go against it, the price will just go up. But as long as we have up and down, that means there's no enough confidence into the buyers, and also the sellers are not very confident. How do I know that? Because the price are not moving to the is not moving to the downside. It's just flat. When the price is moving up and down sideways, that means the buyers and the sellers are not confident, are not staying in their position. They're just waiting what the bigger players will do. Okay, so you have to look at the trading and the price action at this point of view. It will make your life much easier. All right, next, EuroCAD, a very strong bearish candle. Let's take a look what does that mean on a lower time frame. Okay, nothing much. The first support is here, but it's very strong bearish price action, so we'll have to take a look at a lot of bulls in order to get long into that. Okay, Euro pound, A nice 200 retest. Anyway, I mean, it's not by the point, of course not. It's probably the lower EMA like that, okay? There was some news, okay. Not, it's hard to say. It's hard to say what's that. It's just two explosive movements on a weekly time frame. Look at that. What? Just too much manipulation behind. Nothing much. Nothing much, guys. Okay, pound cat looks nice, guys. This should the resistance broken could act as support. A good area to look for the bounce, so be aware of this area. Three combo traders, you know how to enter it on the lower time frames, but definitely good ratios, so consider that in the upcoming week. Pound Swiss, nothing but just pushing. The next area of shorting is this one, 200 as well, to short. And that's it. Pound yen, pretty much the same, this area. So okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this weekly analysis. There was a lot of gems inside of it. Use it, guys. Okay, please value that this is a free content. I really do not know how much long this weekly analysis will be continued. Okay, so you have to let me know whether you like this kind of videos, or they'll be just for the members of the Tree Combo in the Wealthy Trader program inside of the VIP forum. Okay. Anyway, again, if you're the first time here, you can subscribe. I think I've said already that. And if you're ready, if you think that you would like to improve in the price action swing trading, if you'd really like to become a master of it, you're very welcome to join to the Tree Combo strategy, or to a little bit more advanced and psychology strategy. However, a very intense, deep, advanced course called Wealthy Trader program. And if you're interested into weekly trading, you have to let me know. And if you're watching this video afterwards, the course might be already out. So if you have any questions, guys, let me know down in the comments, or you can email me at info@forexstreamtraders.com, and I'll be very happy to reply to you. Okay, so that's it, guys. I wish you all the best, and may you be blessed with super success. Take care, and bye bye.